Hi everyone, we're David and Julie Rowbory and have just been joined by Rebekah, who arrived at the end of September.
Having become friends at university in the 1990s, after various work around the world, we got married in 2005, making our temporary home in Glasgow and enjoying strengthening links with St George's Chon Church in the city centre. A few months later, we were accepted as Wycliffe members in training, and so since 2007 have been in Nairobi studying translation at NEXT, the Nairobi Evangelical Graduate School of Theology. It's a 2-year master's programme which aims, within an African, multilingual, multi-ethnic environment, to equip students to be effective mother tongue translators, translation advisors, and eventually consultants. It's been a unique and fascinating experience for us.
One of the key minor objectives in studying in Africa was for us to experience something of normal life in a cross-cultural context. Here we live surrounded by families and some singles from all across the world: Korea, USA, Denmark, French and English-speaking West Africa, Ethiopia, Sudan, Malawi, Tanzania, Uganda, and of course the majority from all parts of Kenya, among many more. Life in Nairobi itself provides quite an easy bridge into Africa from the West, and it's easy to see why many whites chose to stay living around here after Kenya's independence. We're spoilt by having 95% reliable electricity and huge supermarkets stocking lots of things you'd expect to find in the UK, with a few perplexing exceptions. Next is in a leafy suburb away from the noise and bustle of central Nairobi, and it's a pretty relaxing place to live and study. It even gets quite cold here sometimes, so it isn't such a shock to the system as other baking parts of Africa are.
It has also been a great place to have our first child, Rebekah. We were looked after amazingly at a hospital near the centre of town, and we have been keeping in good health since. I stepped aside from my full-time study earlier this year and might take it up again in the future. But for now, we are coping with the changes that parenthood has brought as David continues his studies. I've been enjoying reading through other students' papers to help them improve their written English. That gives me an insight into some of the interesting areas of study here, not just restricted to translation.
Well, God willing, after 2 more intense terms of study, we wrap up here and head back to the UK for a bit, before beginning an assignment somewhere in Africa. But do we know where we'll end up? Well, I spent a year in Nigeria in 2001 working on the dictionary for the Chilela translation project, which was in its early stages then. That gave me a taste for the challenges of Bible translation, in particular in the Muslim-dominated north of Nigeria. I guess I probably got fairly gripped by the urgency and necessity of translating the Bible so that the church might be truly built on strong, enduring foundations.
After our first term of study at NEXT, we visited the Wycliffe Nigeria group for 3 weeks. It was my first time in Nigeria, though not my first experience of Nigerians, since we have had several good Nigerian friends in Glasgow. David knew some of the group from 7 years ago, but there were quite a few new members. We spent most of the time in the fairly central northern city of Jos, where many Wycliffe people are based, and I quite liked it. For one thing, with all the people and busyness, it reminded me of when I lived and worked in China. We really loved the Wycliffe Nigeria group, and I think that helped us decide our focus of interest.
We'd also wanted to visit so that they knew us too, and encouragingly they seemed to be keen for us to join them after meeting us as well. Over the next few months we'll be discussing more about our future with Wycliffe Scotland and Nigeria group people. Anyway, we better go now. Some quick prayer concerns. If you could pray for wisdom in deciding a good assignment, maybe in Nigeria, for us, for perseverance for the rest of our study, for God to make us good parents for Rebekah and good friends to fellow students here, and for us to learn well how to relate and work with Africans from different backgrounds. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. You can find out more and get in touch through our website rowbory.net. Cheerio for now.